What's good, YouTube? It's your boy OmarioRpg. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And today we're back with episode 29, which is episode... Oh, God. Season 2, episode 5. Or is it 4? No, it's 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, this may be episode 5 and 6, and maybe episode 5. I'm waiting on a message. We will see. Obviously, you'll know in the title. But anyway, we're going to get straight into it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/OmarioRpg. I have a feeling we've got a big episode in front of us. I'm super looking forward to, as you all know, finding out what's going on with Ghetto. And, yeah, why he does what he does nowadays. And how that happened. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Patreon.com/OmarioRpg for future episodes, early access, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's do it. Straight into the intro. Ooh, 1 year later. August 2007.
正確に言うと術式対象は俺だけど、今までマニュアルでやってたのをオートマにした。重力の強弱だけじゃなく、質量、速度、形状からも物体の危険度を選別できる。自己補完の範疇で反転術。
Is it just me, or does he look different? He looks tired. Bags under his eyes. What's happened? Also, I think this is the doctor lady. That's why I didn't recognize who she was. This is the one who... Shout out to the comments. They told me she was the doctor who was, when Itadori was dead, was trying to, was giving him an autopsy. I'm pretty sure that's her.
自己補完の範疇で反転術式も回し続ける。いつでも新鮮な脳をお届けだ。前からやってた勝因の省略は完璧。赤と青。それぞれの複数同時発動もぼちぼち。サトルは最強になった。すぐる、ちょっと痩せた。
See, look, he noticed it as well.
任務もすべて一人でこなす。証拠はもともと危険な任務。
Oh yeah, and obviously last episode when that monster came up to him and was like, mother or something, I knew that was, what's his name's shoulder monster. I just didn't think it needed to be said. But yeah, I appreciate everyone commenting it. But I knew it was Megumi's dad's, what's it called? I didn't know the reason he couldn't take its powers while Megumi was alive was because it had a something like a heavenly bond or something. Someone commented. So yeah, again, it just goes to show that the powers, the not the power system, the magic system, whatever you want to call it in this show, is really cool, and there's a lot of depth to it.
必然的に私も一人になることが増えた。ただの夏バテさ。大丈夫。
大丈夫。
そうめん食いすぎた？その夏は忙しかった。
Yeah, this is the episode. We're about to find out. Yep. This is the episode.
払う、取り込む。その繰り返し。払う、取り込む。みんなは知らない樹齢の味。吐砂物を処理した雑巾を丸
It's flashback to the beginning.
誰のために？ブレるな。術師としての責任を果たせ。
This is why you don't think in the shower. Just have your shower and leave. There it is. Monkeys. I wonder if the spirit that he took has part of Megumi's dad's. I think it's Fushiguri. I can't remember his name. Has part of his personality in it, and he's calling them monkeys.
明日の任務結構遠出なんですよ。
そうか。お土産頼むよ。
了解です。甘いのとしょっぱいのどっちがいいですか？
Salty.
サトルも食べるかもしれないから甘いのかな。
Okay.
了解です。
君がゲトウ君？どんな女がタイプかな？
どちら様ですか？
自分はたくさん食べる子が好きです。
はいバラ。
大丈夫ですよ。悪い人じゃないです。人を見る目には自信があります。
Is this the purple-haired girl from the what's it called? I think she had purple hair. Who's with Ghetto nowadays?
私の隣に座っておいてか。
はい。
Interesting.
君、今のは皮肉だよ。
まずはあなたが答えてくださいよ。どちら様？
特級術師つくもゆきって言えばわかるかな？
あなたが
お、いいね。どの
特級のくせに任務を全く受けず海外をプラプラしてるろくでなしの。
私、高専って嫌い。
すねた。
冗談。でも、高専と方針が合わないのは本当。ここの人たちがやってるのは対症療法。私は原因療法がしたいの。
You're trying to tell me. Obviously, a lot more happened before this, but the final switch that sent Ghetto over the edge was a super hot woman. Yeah, seems about right. So believable. Man, this is so realistic. Alright, let me focus.
原因療法？
呪霊を狩るんじゃなくて呪霊の生まれない世界を作ろうよってこと。
Okay. But they aren't born.
少し授業しようか。すると呪霊の生まれない世界の作り方は2つ。1、全人類から呪力をなくす。2、全人類に呪力のコントロールを可能にさせる。知ってる？術師からは呪霊は生まれないんだよ。術師の呪力は本人の中をよく回る。大雑把に言ってしまうと、全人類が術師になれば呪いは生まれない。
There it is. If all of mankind were Jujutsu sorcerers, curses wouldn't be born. So in some strange, villain messed up way, he thinks he's going to be doing good. See, this scene would have hit so much better if we saw this girl throughout these 4 or 5 episodes. But the fact she just turns up, doesn't know him, and just spews all of this. It's good, but it's just a bit too random for me.
非術師を皆殺しにすればいいじゃないですか。非術師を皆殺
Then you could solve it simply by killing all
しに
non-sorcerers.
すればいいじゃないですか。
ゲトウ君、それはありだ。
いや、
というか多分それが一番イージーだ。非術師を間引き続け、生存戦略として術師に適応してもらう。要は進化を促すの。鳥たちが翼を得たように、恐怖や危機感を使ってね。だが残念ながら私はそこまでいかれてない。非術師は嫌いかい？ゲトウ君。
非術師を見下す自分、それを否定する自分。術師というマラソンゲーム。その果てのビジョンがあまりに曖昧で、何が本音かわからない。
どちらも本音じゃないよ。 まだその段階じゃない。非術師を見下す君、それを否定する君、これらはただの思考された可能性だ。どちらを本音にするのかは君がこれから選択するんだよ。
See, that was such a good scene. But it's just too random. That he's just gonna... That this girl just comes out of nowhere. I mean, she was hot, so maybe that's... You know, you would listen. But... Do you know what I mean? Like... He was just a super nice, caring guy this whole season. And then out of nowhere... Obviously, he takes in the, what's it called, soul thing. And we saw a little flashback of him, you know, exercising. And he's saying the taste of the curses. I get it. I get it. I did. If you remember a few episodes ago, I said it, and I think I was right. They're gonna have to do something really good to make it super believable that you know he turned. And this just wasn't it for me. It's a shame. It was a good scene, good conversation, but she should have been introduced before. You can't just pop... I guarantee you in the manga she was probably introduced before. But maybe in the anime they skipped it. I don't know. There's obviously more to it, but just regarding her showing up and having this huge conversation with him and literally changing his life because of this conversation, right? Making him change, think everything. And I'm not saying he wasn't having those thoughts, but this conversation you can see had a huge impact on him. I don't know, man. I feel like they should have had a friendship before this. We should... anyway, let's carry on, but... Gotta let you know where my thoughts are. Of course she's a biker chick as well.
サトルには私から言っておきます。
Thank God she didn't get to talk to Gojo.
最後に聖正体のことは気にしなくていい。あの時もう一人別の聖正体がいたか、すでに新しい聖正体が生まれたのか、どちらにせよ天元は安定しているよ。
でしょうね。
タイプ聞いてね。
Didn't get his type?
ってことはない2級呪霊の討伐任務のはずだったのに。くそ！
That was a good one.
うぶすだがみ信仰。あれは土地神でした。一級案件だ。
This is the guy who was with the youngster, right? He was with the young guy last episode in the airport.
今はとにかく休め、ナナミ。任務はサトルが引き継いだ。もうあの人一人でよくないですか。
Did he die? Damn.
術師というマラソンゲーム。その果てにあるのが仲間の屍の山だとしたら。
See, I feel like that could have had much more of an impact in itself. The conversation wasn't needed with the girl. Or the conversation with the girl could have happened after. Again, she should have been introduced, in my opinion. See, this kid was introduced, seemed super young and like optimistic about life and stuff. Bang, just dies off screen. And of course, he just had a little conversation with Ghetto as well. But yeah, it's tons of things adding up. Let me go back, one sec. I hope it translates this. What's he looking at here? Also, look how many cigs he's had. And since when did he smoke? We know who these two are.
皆さん、一旦外に出ましょうか。
And there it is. And he takes off the pin. 112 residents of the village were killed, after which a fire. By the time Jujutsu Kaisen investigated on September 23rd, investigators confirmed that all 112 residuals revealed to be the work of Ghetto's curse manipulation. There it is. Investigators confirmed that all 112 sentenced to death. Bro, I'm just gonna say it. I knew they wouldn't pull that off. Don't get me wrong, it's not that it's bad, but I feel like it just could have been done so much better. I would have loved if there was some conversations between him and Gojo, you know, on what's right, what's wrong. The fact not even one conversation with his best friend was had before he, you know, switched. And again, just the girl coming out of nowhere. I did say it, and I yeah, I stand by it. That they made it, the turn was going to be so hard to pull off, and I don't think it was smart doing it in one episode, in 15 minutes of an episode. It's just too difficult to get right. They got it right. Don't get me wrong. It could some villain turns in some shows are absolutely ridiculous. This isn't ridiculous. I get it, but I just feel it could have been so much better, man. I really do. I feel like it needed a whole season. I bet it's so much better in the manga. Alright, sorry, anyway.
何度も言わせるな。スグルが集落の人間を皆殺し。聞こえてますよ。だからはっつったんだ。スグルの実家はすでにもぬけの殻だった。ただ結婚と残影からおそらく両親も手にかかる。なわけねえだろ。サトル、俺も何が何だかわからんのだ。
Damn.
いるかい？いや。
犯罪者じゃん。何かよ。
運試しってとこかな。
ふん。一応聞くけど、冤罪だったりする？
ないね。残念ながら。
重ねて一応。なんで？
術師だけの世界を作るんだ。
意味わかんねえ。
子供じゃないんだ。誰でも彼でも理解してほしいとは思わないさ。
説明しろ。スグル。親も。
親だけ特別というわけにはいかないだろう。それにもう私の家族はあの人たちだけじゃない。君は五条悟だから最強なのか、最強だから五条悟なのか。殺したければ殺せ。それには意味がある。
なぜ追わなかった？それ聞きます。いや、いい。悪かった。
It's so badass, Kiryu's voice acting.
先生、俺強いよね。はあ、生意気にもな。でも、俺だけ強くてもダメらしいよ。
本当にその格好で出るのか？
いいだろう。ハッタリは大事だ。 よく見てなさい。揃っているな。
各支部長、代表役員、会長、その他太客お揃いで。
皆さんお待たせしました。それでは手短に。今この瞬間からこの団体は私のものです。名前も改め、皆さんは今後私に従ってください。困りましたね。そうだ、園田さん、よろしければ壇上へ。そう、あなたです。さて、改めて
I knew it.
猿は嫌い。私に従え。それが私の選んだ本音。猿ども。
伏黒めぐみくんだよね。
あんた誰っていうか、何その顔。
いや、そっくりだなと。君のお父さんが全員家に対して取っておいた最高のカードだったんだよ。ムカつくでしょ。で、そのお父さんなんだけど、僕が
別にあいつがどこで何してようと興味ない。
He was about to tell
何も
him.
会ってないから顔も覚えてない。今ので話は大体分かった。積み木の母親も少し前から帰ってない。
めぐみ帰ってきた。
もう俺たちは用済みで二人でよろしくやってるってことだろ。
君、本当に小一？まあいいや。お父さんのこと知りたくなったらいつでも聞いて。よっくらしった。そこそこ面白いと思うよ。そんじゃ本題。君はどうしたい？全員家行きたい？
積み木はどうなる？そこに行けば積み木は幸せになれるのか？それ次第だ。
ない。100% ない。そ
Damn.
れは断言できる。オッケー。あとは任せなさい。でもめぐみくんには多少無理してもらうかも。頑張ってね。強くなってよ。僕に置いていかれないくらい。
呼びつけといて居眠りしないでくださいよ。あ、グリ、次俺だ。おい、おい、早く。何笑ってんすか。ついてない。はい、どう言って。
別に。
Great ending, man, but God, is anyone else? Did anyone else get frustrated by that episode? I don't know, man. A lot of you probably read the manga, so it was different. But don't get me wrong, the ghetto end, like how the Star Company is how he made his new kingdom, was badass. That I get. But again, man, I just needed more for the turn. Do you know what I mean? I just needed more. We needed to get to know the girl a bit more. Do you know what I mean? She can't just show up and just change everything. And I know it wasn't just that conversation, but you can't tell me that conversation wasn't a huge part of him turning. All right? You can't. Maybe they've been having conversations off screen. No, because he said, "Who are you?" Yeah. He's getting MVP. I'll give him MVP, but because his voice acting, he's a great baddie, and I like the new, I like the Emperor vibe that he's got going on. And I like, again, I'll say it, when villains have a legit reason on why they're a villain. It's their crazy psychotic reason, but they need it, and it's not just, well, domination. Do you know what I mean? This just goes to show, though, that when a hot girl just randomly comes up to you for no reason, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Be careful. Yeah, it was a good episode, don't get me wrong, but I just needed a bit more from the turn. I feel like 5 episodes wasn't enough. I'm assuming next episode we're back to the group, because he's woke up, and it's gonna be good to get back to them. I hope we get to see Gojo and Megumi have a conversation about his father. That would be really cool. I don't know if we're gonna, because when he was younger, he's basically just I guess that was the conversation. He was basically, I don't care what happened. I don't care about my dad. I only care about my sister. But we shall see. We're going to call it here because it seems to be a perfect 1-episode reaction because it's the end of an arc. Again, I wouldn't be me if I was lying to get, you know, the benefit of all the Jujutsu Kaisen viewers. You know what I mean? I don't want to get everybody on my good side. I'm as genuine as it can be. Maybe I missed something, then okay, it is what it is. But from what I saw, the turn was a little bit rushed for me. And again, I said it 2 or 3 episodes back. It's going to be really hard for them to pull it off because of how different he seemed from how he is now. And I'm not saying it doesn't take a day for somebody to switch. It can happen. I get it. Right? He was in a vulnerable position. I get it. But again, just the randomness of this girl showing up, having a conversation with him that changed his life. I think that could have completely been scrapped, and they could have just carried on the conversation with the young lad. That would have been cool, because we've seen him. We know how like optimistic, what kind of character he is, and him dying could have been a huge part, which it was. So I don't know. That part was good, but it was very hit and miss for me. But a great arc. Don't get me wrong. It was really good to get to know more about Ghetto, Gojo, and all the OGs. I would have liked more of obviously I would have liked more of May. I think her name's May, and the other girl, how she got the scar and stuff. I thought we were going to get an arc of all of them and a little bit more about the principal. But again, I think this season should have just been a whole season regarding the flashback. That's just my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought when you saw this. What were your guys' thoughts on the turn? You know, do you see where Ghetto's coming from? Also, the fact him and Gojo didn't have a conversation. That conversation at the end wasn't even very good. Like, for some reason, the cars are coming past. That was just a weird decision. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a bit iffy for me. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I actually can't wait to read the comments. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. I hope you admire the honesty. And check out the Patreon, patreon.com/OmarioRpg. I can't wait to continue Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been a blast so far. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.